Hi, I'm Rachelle the Recruiter. I'm your guide to the shortcuts that you want in this tough job market right now. So today we are unlocking one of my secret weapons that could completely transform the way you connect with people during your interviews. Stick with me because what you're about to learn isn't just a game changer, it's a career accelerator. After 20 years in tech recruiting, I can tell you that interviews aren't just about qualifications, since they're about connection as well. And you're about to learn an old NLP technique that has been around for many years. You can look it up. NLP stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming, and I've had it in my back pocket for many years now, and now you will too. So let's get into it. This is a subtle but powerful human skill that is how you build that connection with people almost effortlessly. Let's break it down into two powerhouse strategies: body language mirroring and verbal mirroring. Okay, starting with body language mirroring. This is all about syncing up with your interviewer's non-verbal cues. So here's how. So posture. If they're leaning forward into the conversation with you, like across from a chair, they're in the desk, you're in a chair, or you're both across from a chair at a conference table. If they sit up on the chair and kind of lean in, you should slowly do that as well because you're mirroring that person. And subconsciously, that person is going to think that you're in tune with them. If they lean forward, you eventually lean forward. So that's part of the mirroring. And if that person is relaxed, then you show that you're relaxed. And gestures by their hand movements too. If they're a very expressive person with their hands like me, feel free to throw one of those out because that person will think they're looking at a mirror and they'll see congruency. They'll feel rapport with you. So use it subtly. Don't do it overtly so they will notice. And so you're going to need to have some finesse in that. And then there's facial expressions. Smile when they smile. And, when they're very serious, then, get a serious tone. So match their energy, but don't overdo it. You need to also have pace and rhythm. So mirror how they speak: fast, slow, deliberate, adjust to their flow. A pro tip: the goal is harmony, not imitation. Subtlety is key. Think of it as creating an unspoken, we're on the same page kind of vibe, okay? Okay, so number 2, verbal mirroring. So let's talk about the words you use and the words they use. So verbal communicators say things like, I see what you mean, or let's look at it this way. Respond with visual cues like, I can picture that, or from my perspective. So that's if they work off of visual communicators. Now here's somebody that would be working off of auditory communicators. Listen for phrases like, that sounds great, or I hear you, mirrored with, that resonates with me, or I hear where you're coming from. So that's the auditory communicators, hearing. Then the third component is the kinesthetic communicators. They'll say things like, this feels right, or let's get a handle on this. Reply with phrases like, I feel strongly about this, or I grasp what you're saying. Those are kinesthetic communicators. Imagine this. Your interviewer leans forward, makes a small hand gesture with the finger point in the air, and they say, I'd love to see how your approach would be to this challenge. And here's your response. You lean slightly forward. You use a similar hand gesture and say, I can visualize a few ways to tackle this. Let me walk you through my thought process. See how natural that feels? You're building trust on a subconscious level. You're building rapport. So practice makes perfect. Let's talk about practice. So observe others in your everyday conversations. Notice their cues. What words are they using? I feel you. I can see what you're saying. Things like that. Those will be the cues. So start seeing what kind of people you're around. And then maybe role play with a friend or a mentor in case you encounter one of these interviewers. And then you can also record yourself in mock interviews. Watch for alignment in body language and verbal style. Now, what is your goal? It is to make this mirroring second nature. The more you practice, the more effortlessly the flow will be. Now, a quick word of caution. Mirroring is about connection. It's not about manipulation. Be authentic. You're not copying, you're aligning. You're genuinely yourself and lean into it because it's your biggest strength. Now, this technique just amplifies your personality, okay? So there you have it, your crash course in mirroring techniques. This skill doesn't just make you a better interviewee, it's a career superpower for networking, team collaboration, and beyond. Might even find your way into other parts of your life too. Drop a comment below and share your biggest interview challenge. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next golden nugget. Until next time, thanks for watching. Ciao, ciao for now.